Well, Happy New Year, everyone. It is January 1st, 2023. We're out here in one of our teaching yards. Some beekeepers have been asking what we do. Property owners are having some fun. We'll give a little rundown right quick. So I'm not one that is just solely focused on the Langstroth style of hive. I think that there's many benefits to different other styles of hives, and we try to teach as many as we can. A little bit about our teaching yards, though. We don't just solely focus on one style of hive, the Langstroth hive. I don't believe one hive fits all. Langstroth is a good hive. It's primarily used in the United States, but it's not the best hive for everybody. And so when we started our teaching yard, I wanted to make sure to offer a variety of different hives, and then also a variety of different courses depending on what you want to do with your beekeeping. So we do have Langstroth set up. We show the 7-frame apame, which is this one here on the end, that brown one. These two wooden hives with that little half arc roof, those aren't ours. Anybody that's followed us for a while know that's not anything like our setup. We don't even run bottom entrances like that or screen bottoms. But these came from a lady that had them in her backyard that were helping out, and they just became a little bit overwhelming for her. And so she's taking the courses and going through, getting some hands-on learning and, developing her beekeeping to be able to be more successful. And so she moved these two out here, and, we're taking care of them for her. But this one right here with the wood box, the brown box on top, we're going to be transferring it over to the apame hive right quick. And then, so outside of the Langstroth, we also teach queen rearing, how to overwinter, some mating nukes of various sizes. So this one right here that you're seeing, this white box right here, during the season, this is a queen castle. So we drop cells in there and get queens mated. And then during the winter, going into fall and through the winter, we remove a partition in each side, and so they'll winter in 4 frames with 1 queen. So that's how we do those. We overwinter nukes. We overwinter a lot of nukes. These are 3-frame mating nukes. People ask about these all the time. Do they work? Can you get them through your winters and stuff? We've showed videos before on the past. We've talked about this a lot. They do well here. We're coming off of Siberian Arctic front, and it was down to 4 degrees Fahrenheit, negative 20 degrees, wind chills, and the 3-framers, good strong queens, great food on them, good populations. They do great. I love carrying 3-framers through. It just gives us a way to make sure we have extra queens, especially early swarm seasons. We also teach how to do resource hives. These are very valuable hives and stuff, and we do quite a bit of resource hives around. These are 4x4s. There's a partition down here in the bottom box, and so there's 4 frames on this side, 4 frames on this side, and then we go up. There's a colony on this side and a colony on that side, so each one with the queen. We use them if we need a spare queen, maybe for food. You can super them up for great honey harvests, and brood frames if you need drawn comb. They're excellent for that too. So we teach how to run them, how to set them up. The 2 new ones that we got this year right here are Lands hives. Unfortunately, this one in the purple one we did lose. It absconded on us. It was our error. I was in a wreck, and I wasn't able to prep well enough in some of our yards, getting into fall due to back problems from the wreck. is what it is. I'm glad, we didn't lose a lot more than what could have been. So, but the blue one is doing well. These lands, I think, need to be looked at a lot more from, especially in the backyard type beekeeping. Obviously they're not conducive for a migratory setup or anything of that nature. They're heavy hives. They're meant to be here in a permanent location. You're not going to really move them, but I've really enjoyed working with them and stuff. We will get this purple one going back up in the springtime. We teach Warray as well, and they're great little hives. They're not for everybody, but they are. I do like the look of them, and in the right spot, and a cottage garden or something like that, landscape. They look great. And we did 2 different tests on these. So we have the white one that is painted, like everybody's going to paint a beehive, and then the brown one we dipped in that eco wood treatment. So we will see how they are doing. Let's get back here, and the Warrays, some of them come up with these little windows and kind of hard to see in there, but we have that, and there's a window right there, so you can kind of come peek back through these. Now that doesn't stop your beekeeping. You still have to manage these hives, but it's kind of neat to show people that here's another resource hive. Again, the partition's down the middle. There's queen on this side and queen on that side. The long laying, pretty much the standard laying straw that uses everything the same. Frames and stuff. This is a deep one. I think it holds 28 frames, 32, something like that. And it's great if you do have back problems, you don't want to lift a whole bunch of stuff. They work similar to just a laying straw. Now, one thing is you can make the roof different, but when we get into this, you're ripping the entire roof off of the hive and stuff. Really no different than this one, but you are exposing everything at one time. Then we have a top bar hive. You've been following along, you understand this top bar hive, we didn't get it really taken off. We had massive queen trouble with it, and they wanted to do their own thing. They could not raise a queen. We introduced like 3 queens to them. They killed them, and yeah, we just gave up on it. We will get a new one going this spring. So there's some 3 framers again, and your Apamay. People that followed me for some time know I'm a fan of the Apamay hives. I do enjoy them. And a couple more mating nukes. So that was a resource hive. The part on the left side right here, we took out and populated a new hive with it, and then we left that one in there for going through the winter. And then that one is 2 colonies in there, one on the right side, one on the left side, and they're just holding over queens. Hopefully we will get a flow hive out here, teach that one. And there's some other different styles of hives that hopefully one day we will be able to add. And if you guys know anybody that builds hives, or if you build hives yourself and you want to display them out here, we're going to start setting up little plaques and show them who's donated what and where they came from. So if you want to display a hive, if you do top bars or long layings or anything like that, holler at us. We have some boxes over there, you can see in the distance right there. We're letting bees clean up, and then we have 2 nukes way down there. So that was going to be our first location, and decided against that. We left those 2 right there. We're going to be transferring them out and getting them into some bigger frames. But that is a look at our teaching yard and what we do and how we have it kind of set up for those wondering. I hope your New Year's was great and you guys are having a success in the wintertime. And your bee's doing good. We will catch you on the next one. See ya.